Hey, welcome to another 5 minutes with Eric video. I'm sitting here in my kitchen, and I just happened to look down. I saw these ads that I get in the mail, and this is something that's bothered me for a while, so I want to talk about it. But there's a candidate out there running for the U.S. Senate here in Nebraska. So this is more for my Nebraska people. But there's a candidate, Dan Osborne. So he's running for the Senate seat against Deb Fisher, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. He's running as an independent, and I have some issues about that, but that's not my main issue. The one thing I've noticed ads on Facebook, it's just been frustrating. Flyers in the mail, that's frustrating. I've seen pictures of him on the internet next to signs I've seen ads from on my Roku TV. And my bottom line here is that that's not cheap, okay? And your idea of cheap might be different than my idea of cheap, but the bottom line is it costs money to do all this ad space, and I don't think. I mean, he's a good old factory worker and a red-blooded American and a homegrown Nebraskan, and boy, he's going to do everything that you want him to do. Well, okay, fine, but I don't think he has that kind of money, so somebody's obviously behind him. And whether you like it or not, we live in a capitalistic society, and nobody spends money on a product they don't want, whether that's a TV or a car or a political candidate. If you're spending the money for it, it's because there's something there that you want. And so whoever's giving him this money or spending this money on him, they have a product that they want, and that's Dan Osborne. And so I really question where that money's coming from, and I think people need to be kind of more open about that across the whole political spectrum. And so, but I do have issues with that. And it also leads to the question as to why is this, again, obviously it's because he's said something or made some promise to somebody about something that they want. The other thing is issues, and I mean it's a pretty simple process. But when I looked on the internet, because I am curious and I want to know about all the candidates, and when I tried to find anything on Dan Osborne, all of his issues were NA, and these aren't like complicated issues or anything else. They're simple, beliefs or whatever that most politicians should be transparent and vocal about and take a stand on. And so if he's not willing to answer these questions. I mean, he's willing to spend all this money on his ads, but then he's not willing to spend 15 minutes to answer a questionnaire. It brings up a lot of skepticism in my mind, and if a politician can't take a stand on simple issues like what's in these questionnaires, then what leads me to believe that he's going to take a stand on the issues that I am passionate about and care about deeply. So again, I have just no confidence in that. And the other thing, I really encourage people to vote. I want to see that, but I think that part of this whole election process across the whole political spectrum has gotten to this point where we don't necessarily vote for a candidate because we want that candidate. We vote for that candidate because we don't like the candidate that they're running against, and I don't know. I kind of have mixed emotions, but I just don't think that's right. I think we create an environment there that then becomes divisive. I guess that'd be the bottom line. And so if you're really unsure and you just then I say just leave that section blank. It's not going to affect your ballot in any way, shape, or form, whether you've heard that or not. Leave it blank. It's not going to hurt anything. All your other ballot or votes that you cast will still be counted. So, like I say, I wouldn't encourage that, but I would much rather see you leave it blank than just vote for a candidate because you don't like this candidate. It's just it's really tearing this country apart and causing a lot of divisiveness as such. So there's my spiel. Like, share, follow these videos, and stay curious.